Life is full of times when things change. Whether that's for better or worse, these moments are all opportunities to take stock, reassess, and maybe change direction.
There has been such huge, big changes in my life. Moving to the UK was a huge change. For anybody, it's a big change because you live in family. I was moving country. That was huge, but it was the right decision. And then also moving from London to Kent, it was a huge thing because at this stage now you have children and you have to think about, are they going to be happy?
I kind of underestimated how I'd be. I thought, I'll be a doddle, I'll just get on with everything like normal, just be like, but actually it's kind of hard work. Well, I think I underestimated sleep, because actually not sleeping is having a baby, but
yeah.
I think we were a bit in denial about the financial side of things with Una.
It's something that we thought about and discussed, but until it actually happened, it didn't hit me as much until I looked into our bank accounts and thought,
because our money's been tailing off the last few months.
The most obvious changes have been in work life, which have been positive decisions on our part. We got married along the way, which actually was quite a surprise in that we had spent so many years feeling that was never a possibility and not being too concerned about it either. And then civil partnership came around and it felt like a really good way of cementing finances apart from anything else.
But mainly it was a good excuse for a party.
In university, I wasn't able to save because I wasn't working, unless it was a summer job to save for my next term or my next year. And then after graduating, I constantly had to readjust my goals because I was moving around quite a lot. So I had to constantly pay these lettings fees, or, oh great, I've got a massive deposit I've got to pay, and my first month's rent at the same time. It was quite stressful trying to juggle that with also my long-term goals, and I've had to make the choice of, well, I've got to do this right now because it's an immediate requirement, but being mindful of my longer-term goals.
I think we are primarily focused at the moment on putting down a deposit for a house, and that's quite an all-consuming thing at the moment because our respective direct debits are quite substantial parts of our salaries, so we haven't really been able to put aside that much money towards other future goals at the moment. And it's funny with life goals, I suppose you don't really think properly about the ones beyond those until it's actually happened. So I suppose we'll put down a deposit for a house and then we'll be able to start thinking about goals beyond that properly.
We are saving for Una even now, but I think where we're at in our lives at the moment, we can only save a finite amount of money, whereas maybe further down the line we'll be in a better position to save more for Una. So I think the habit of saving for Una is strongly embedded for us, but how much that is, I think will change. Yeah, exactly.
We feel very fortunate that we're both pretty fit and healthy. It's not something we're necessarily that much in control of, but we take care of ourselves. We're both physically active. I think also perhaps some of the decisions we've made along the way in terms of changing jobs to be doing more what we want to do, I think that's contributed a lot to our mental well-being too.
Yeah, absolutely. And to some extent, financial well-being underpinning the whole lot. A lot of stress comes from not having enough money. And we've been fortunate also in that we're happy with what we have.
I've got a great job. I work for a really established firm. It's given me the stability and the opportunity to save quite aggressively as well. I want to be able to save without having to lean on anyone else. Where I am currently means that I can take control of my own financial independence.
When you lose so much in life, you are discouraged, you are disappointed, you are demoralized, and you really feel you can't go on. But you can. I have done it. I'm here. It's difficult, but you've got to motivate yourself and know that you have the power to go back to work if you have to. Start from something, even if it's putting away something every month, no matter how little. I never knew I had the inner strength that I had. That's the positive out of this experience.
For whatever financial situation we're in at the moment, Una just completely overrides everything.
Yeah.
She really brings something. She brings this whole house. She
Yeah,
completes the
so,
house for us,
yeah.
doesn't she? Completes
She's
our
worth
unit.
it.
Sometimes in life can be quite volatile in itself. Things happen that are beyond our control and they can feel a bit scary. But if you step back and think, you can turn them into an opportunity. And I was thinking particularly of your redundancy.
Yes, that enabled me to do something that I'd long dreamed of doing. But I doubt whether I would ever have found the energy to go and do it without that trigger. Mm-hmm. So that was very positive in the end.
Life is unpredictable. There's always going to be change and you can't control that. So all I can do is be as financially prepared as possible.
We should all prepare for changes in our lives if we can, but sometimes it's just not possible. What matters then is being flexible and making sensible adjustments. Watershed moments can be an opportunity to reassess and get things back on track. And it's not just about reacting to what happens. Planning your finances will help you navigate the future, whether that's a change of career, having more children, or retiring. The steps you take today might allow you to make more of your life tomorrow.